I literally can't be friends with anybody that hate Tupac. I literally can't be friends with anybody that hate Tupac. Now, if you're not into his music because it was harsh and abusive and somewhat ruthless, then cool. Other than that, you might be hating because he was something that you know.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into details and express that in depth. He still holds the #1 and #2 spot. In fact, he actually saved a brother's life. So I asked the hater, how many crooked cops you shot? Real quick, there was a pit that viciously bit a little girl's body because the owner thought the dog had a sick. The little girl screamed, "No, get!" It's a parent's worst nightmare that'll make you sick. So as the mother sits in the hospital room praying while her daughter is laying in the bed, the mother has thoughts in her head, thanking God that her daughter ain't dead. But she can't chill, thinking of the hospital bill because the mother don't have the bread. Then there's a knock on door. The mother looks up and tears begin to pour. As she grieves, she almost couldn't believe that she was staring at Tupac Shakur. He said, "I heard about your daughter on the radio news feed, so I decided to do a secretly good deed. So I hit a U-turn with speed and race to your daughter to see what she need, and I'm here to pay her hospital fees." That's a true story for you haters. Now let's go deeper and talk about the man, the myth, the icon, the reader, the thug, the rapper, the Black Panther, a leader, crucified by the media, accused of rape, shot up, a bleeder, a higher power believer who wasn't afraid of the Grim Reaper, died at 25 and in 5 years accomplished a lot more than most because he was an overachiever. Yeah. Tupac was raised to care for his people. That's what he was taught from the gate. So when he makes Brenda's Got a Baby, Keep Your Head Up, or Dear Mama, songs dedicated to black women, he was shocked that a black woman would accuse him of rape. Things began to crumble. His path went everywhere. It was no longer straight. Then these black men showed their appreciation by shooting bullets of hate. Now a 23-year-old Tupac can't escape these thoughts of his own fate. The next day, after the shooting, he goes to court in pain, shot up, confined to a wheelchair. The same judges the Black Panthers had to face, he now had to face. They just wanted to instill fear. The judge gave him 4.5 years in prison, but Tupac said, "I don't feel fear. You can beat me down, yell nigger in my face real loud, but I won't lose my will here." So when he came out of prison, he was paranoid with a different type of mission. This might be the reason so many people hated the young man who came up with some plan that temporarily changed his vision. He went after a lot of people like a head-on collision. He went at specific targets in the music markets, but many people thought he was creating division. But nah, he was just experiencing things he could never imagine, things he couldn't foresee happening, things he even predicted when he was grappling. Oh my God. Straight up, he's my personal hero, my favorite rapper, and that's no capping. I wrote this piece from the heart, and I could care less when I'm done, and nobody's clapping. You see, I was 1 year younger than Tupac, and back then, I couldn't walk in the shoes that he wore. My mind would have probably twirled. My nigga said it's just me against the world, and I'm sure he felt like he was in his own war. So for my generation, I never encountered a man like this before. Even in these current times, I have yet to find fervent minds who can level up to the man that was Tupac Shakur.